And we are back. We are back. We are back.
Did you miss us? Did you miss us? We was gone. We was gone. We had a break last week, so we so glad that y'all allowed us to take a minute. We came off a phenomenal conference. The Rooted in Love conference was amazing, and Jay and I decided to just take a break.
I know it. We need some sleep. We
needed
had to
some
get
sleep.
some rest. We had to get
I
some rest.
enjoyed it. I was so rested, actually. Shout out to Whitney Brown, our event planner.
Event planner, yeah.
Because we were rested. I felt rested. Maybe you didn't, but she really took care of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. The logistics and all that of the conference was great. I think it's the lead up to it.
It's the build up.
It's the prep work and everything leading up to it. So,
but we had a phenomenal time. We took a break last week. So we are back on this Tuesday night. Welcome, Latonya, of course, first in the class tonight. Hey, Latonya. Hey, Janaire, good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Monica, Melinda, there you go. Alexis, hey, Shanice, thank you for, again, blessing the conference. There were lives changed. We're going to talk about that tonight. There were lives changed. Seeds were sown. It was an amazing conference. We're going to talk about it. Hey, Ron was at the conference with his wife, Madeline. And they look good. They look like honeymooners. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
They was fresh. They was fresh. So we had an amazing time. Thank you for that, Ron. Jay, we had a good time.
We did. We did.
Hey, Sherry. We got so much to talk about.
Yep. And before we jump into it, I'm going to do something a little different. I want you all to share this live, if at all possible, because we want to start reaching more people and getting more people into the room, into the chat, into the conversation. So definitely, share. I heard that a lot at the conference. They said, hey, we share your videos so much. We share you and Tara so much. So definitely during the live will be the perfect time for you all to get out and share the link. And
share it right now. Them family members y'all keep sending this stuff to, throwing shade. Send it now. So y'all watch the live right now. They on right now. Go ahead and send the live.
Go ahead and share it.
We really do appreciate that because
subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe. Well, these all our subscribers.
I know, right?
Jay, I think they've been a little possessive. They don't want the other people to know. They don't want the chat to be full. They like, I ain't telling nobody. No, y'all. You got to spread the information.
Yeah.
So Jay, so much happened at the conference. It was amazing. But one of the biggest things we did, y'all, was for the people at the conference, brought out the new book, y'all. The new book. Y'all, shout out for Jay. This is Jason's first book, y'all. I want y'all to shout it out for your boy. Marriage Rooted in Love by Jason and Tara Boddie, y'all.
That's right.
The book is official. The book is out here. The people at the conference, I think everybody at the conference got the book. I think the conference folks got the book. And I know people like Shanice got the book. A couple of people that wasn't able to make it. Y'all, support us. We don't be asking y'all for a lot. We be giving this free therapy out every week. Free therapy. But we do, if you want to bless us back and show us that you support this channel, that you support what we're doing, you support this ministry, I will ask that you go on tarabody.com or godandtherapy.com and you go ahead and buy this book. Thank you, Ron. I've been getting good feedback from the people from the conference who got the book.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Amelia, she texted me. She said, girl, chapter 1 got me in tears. I said, well, I am. Supposed to make them cry. No, I was playing.
Slamming the book down.
I'm sorry. I mean to slam the book. Blowing
eardrums out.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Tara be getting passionate.
I am passionate.
She be getting passionate.
I'm passionate. They told me sit up and stop yelling. But she told me, she says, Tara, I'm reading chapter 1. Just the chapter 1 got me in tears. Y'all, me and Jay put our heart and soul in this book. We put our heart and soul in it. We told all our business. Y'all better read this book. And you be like, do I need to read the book? I already know Tara and Jay. You don't know Tara and Jay in these books. When we sit down and we write and we really be trying to give y'all something. So
from the heart.
So if you love us, you love this channel, you really want to support us, I want y'all to grab this book and buy one for your people. Y'all going to all these weddings.
Yeah.
Stop by. They don't need another crock pot. They don't need no more towels. They don't need no more pot holders.
Dishes that don't
They
ever
don't need
get
no
used.
dishes.
China.
They need knowledge. When my niece, Jessica just got married.
Yep.
I gave Jessica books. I think I was the only auntie. I gave her The book on sex and marriage, Christian marriage, marital sex. That's a great book. Celebration of Sex. We talked about that. I gave her our new book. I gave her my old book. I said, Jessica, the best thing I can give you is knowledge.
Yep.
I want my niece to stay married.
Because when you think about it, that's what every marriage, when you start going through stuff, you don't go and look at no plates. You don't go look at no towels. You don't go. First thing you on Amazon or somewhere like, I need some marriage help.
You need some help.
I need some help. And where can I get help? And who can I order from? So forth and so on. So yeah, definitely that is a great gift for a couple getting married.
Yes.
A couple that is married.
Honey.
Anniversary gift.
Something.
It is definitely, yeah.
It is. Yeah, Shanice. Yep. Shanice ordered. I saw you, Shanice. Shanice ordered too, but that's when you care about your people. You say, I saw this for you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get this to you. Especially those people keep calling y'all about their marital problems. Say, I got a book for you. And you order that book and you get it sent to them. So if you order it directly from us on the website, we're going to sign it for you all. We touch every book that we send out. We pray over y'all. Just know that we really appreciate the support y'all showed us through the book. We appreciate the support for the conference. We were thick in that. It was very intimate, wonderful setting.
Oh yeah.
But I love the fact we were able to hug necks, like all these folks, like LaTanya and Melinda and Autumn was there, Janera was there. We got to hug these folks. I love that, Jay. We had a great time, y'all.
Yep, we did. And we got a lot of people popping in too. And I want to. There was a comment that someone from the Netherlands.
Oh, pop back up.
I think said they were in there.
Let's scroll back up.
Right there. Westcat 5.
Yes, Westcat's always in here from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands.
We love Westcat.
All right. Blessings to you as well.
Keeping us worldwide. Hello, Michael Jones Sr., Godfather of the channel. We love when you come in, sir. Good to see you, sir. Michael Jones Sr., we know you got all the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Get the book and send it to some of them young folk that need it. You don't need it. You good.
Right.
But send it to some of them other folks. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Good to see you. I think I said hey to Alexis. Okay. Couple other people. Let's scroll back. Yep. We can scroll back down. I said hey, good to see you all. You know how I know when God is in something, Jay? It's because not only did the participants, they gave us so much great feedback. Thank y'all for the emails. Thank y'all for the feedback from the conference. But I felt blessed at the conference.
Yeah.
I got my own little piece of revelations. And Jay, y'all missed it. He don't want me to talk about it.
Whatever. We're moving along. We're moving along.
Talk about it. But Jay started talking, y'all. When I say preacher came out, preacher man, he got I'm so proud of my baby. I'm gonna have to say that because y'all know we snuck Jason on his podcast and fooled him into staying this whole year almost. This is September, and Jay has been here since January, and I really just asked him to do 2 shows, y'all. So then I snuck him in and made him do the conference with me too. And he just came along, and I don't know how good the conference would have been if Jay didn't talk, if Jay didn't speak, and Jay didn't balance that thing out. Like, babe, you did that. Like, he came through, man of God, and those men were able to get what they were supposed to get. And Jay was transparent. Jason was vulnerable. Jay started crying.
Not.
Yes, he did. But it was beautiful.
There's a lot of dust in that room, man. A lot of dust. Those allergies, boy.
Jay don't never be crying. But when I say that Holy Spirit came in the room, y'all, and he understood, the assignment and what we need to share. So I just appreciate you coming along. And you said, y'all, there was a moment where we split up the men and the women. We had sessions for the men and the women. And you said the men, y'all didn't even get past y'all's first question.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was powerful. I don't know of any other word to describe it. But you have a bunch of men that were willing and to be transparent and open up and truly just fellowship with one another. One of the guys in there, you hear the saying iron sharpens iron, and truly that's what that session was about. If we could have stayed there seriously 4 hours, we would have been there 4 hours.
Oh wow.
And we would have continued to truly just it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing.
I love that. You told me you said the men was in there talking, y'all. They was in there talking.
I didn't have to pull nothing out of nobody. I didn't have to be like, y'all come on, let's talk.
They was rolling.
It was rolling. And I mean, you had everyone from, you know, your single guys to newlyweds to about to get married to those that have been married. So it was good. It was really good conversation.
I love that for y'all.
Yeah,
and
really good
the
conversation.
women, we obviously, had a powerful session with Tiffany Buckner, and now we was rolling down the house. It was amazing. Let me tell you, it was good. What Latanya said, y'all did that, especially with the bear stories we told with the music. Love that. Hey, that's something, Latanya, I used to do on my own with my wife's workshops I used to have in person. But of course, for the conference, I said, Jay, well, you need a bear too. We're going to do this back and forth. And, I didn't, it obviously works better when you have both people with a bear sitting there. Because I used to do it by myself, just trying to help wives understand.
It was a one-sided story. She didn't represent me right. She did not. So, yep. It works better with both sides of the story.
Like, you roasted me on that bell. You was kind of mean for me. I like, baby, the truth shall set thee free. That's what we do on God and Therapy. We tell the truth on here. Yes, Shanice said, so basically about one day. Yes, that's what we really gearing up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I'm wearing my Atlanta shirt, because it's going to be in Atlanta next year. We're going to take it back home. Our hometown is Atlanta. So next year, y'all, the Rooted in Love conference is going to be in Atlanta. So for all my Atlanta watchers, all those a little close to Atlanta, I want y'all to go ahead and get yourself ready. It will be same month. It will be in Atlanta next year. So I already know because all the folks I got in Atlanta, when y'all see them tickets go out, you better get them.
Get them quick. Yeah. Because that's one thing I would say. One thing we decided, we want to keep it intimate.
Yeah.
The amount of people we had, we think that was the perfect size.
It was the perfect size.
So we can go larger, but I think it'll lose.
No, I don't want hundreds upon hundreds of people.
Yeah.
The fact that we had that group, we were able to literally talk to everybody over the course of the days. And so, y'all, when you see the tickets go out, I want you to grab them, especially folks that watch this show. We're going to be selling those tickets pretty soon. We're going to put some early stuff out there.
Yep.
And so, y'all, it'll be in Atlanta next year. It's going to be in Atlanta next year. So do not miss next year.
So before we jump into any details, you want to tell the people our format for tonight. What are we doing tonight so they can go ahead and get prepared and get ready?
Well, we told y'all after the conference that we're going to let you all come into the studio, because I want you all to be able to, y'all ask questions anyway, but y'all be typing them long paragraphs. And so we are going to let y'all start in tonight. So go ahead and get ready. I want to see who brave enough. The link is being dropped right now. If it's not already in the chat, the link is being dropped. So if you want to come in and say something directly, like I got some people that you have a testimony about the conference, or you got a question tonight and you want to ask us directly and just come on, I want you to click that. It's right there in the chat. Click the string. Come on, say hey, say whatever. We trying this tonight. I'm gonna see if y'all gonna act right. You know how your mama say, we're gonna see if y'all act right. If this go right tonight, we will keep this as a part of the program that we let you all come in and ask your questions. So if you say, I want to pop in and say something real quick, or I got a long-winded question I don't feel like typing, go ahead, press it, and come on in the chat. So we're gonna see, Jay. We're gonna see.
Yep. So your name, where you're from, when you come on. So when you click the link, our producer will put you in a back room until we're ready for you, and then we will bring you on. And
they'll let us know you're there. So if you want to go in, you just click in. They'll let us know you're there, and we're gonna pop y'all in. So tonight, we're naming this one crucial conversations for marriage. And one of the things that we were so intentional about for this conference was we wanted to get to the nitty-gritty and have some real, honest, crucial conversations. And I think I saw somebody up there said, Melinda said the conviction during the women's session was fire. We wasn't trying to convict too hard, but we had a quiet conversation, Jay. We said, listen, the men ain't here, but we need to talk. It's some things y'all need to pull together. We just had to tell them, as women of God, our primary job as helpers is to pull people back to God. And Jay, I don't think a lot of women understand that And Janelle said, can the link be
be
pinned?
pinned
Yes, please,
so it doesn't
producers,
get
link
lost
the
in the
pin
chat?
to the top so it doesn't get lost. But Jay, I think that was like a little quiet moment in the room, because I'm like, ladies, we were literally created to keep people pushed back to God, to redirect everybody in our life back to God. Because when God created women, he said the man did not have a suitable helpmate. I'm going to create the woman, because the woman will always keep him focused on the things of God,
Right.
will always remind him that God already gave you instructions to take dominion over the earth and to stay focused. So we were literally already created with a purpose. So as we were talking to the women, Jay, we were saying, is that what you're thinking when you out here dating? That are you coming out here dating with that thought in mind? Is, let me find a man that I could push back to God.
Ooh.
let me
That's something to definitely think about.
Jay,
That's something to definitely think about now.
I was like, is that what you out there doing? They're like, no. Because none of us are thinking with that mindset when we start dating is, let me go find men or talk to men, or as I'm talking to men, just as I'm talking to them, even the ones that approach me, let me push him back to God.
Right.
Let me point him to God. Let me
not pull him away.
Not pull
him away from God.
Don't tell their business.
I'm not.
Don't tell their business.
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Because they are forgetting, Jay, the primary focus of the woman is to say, man of God, what has the Lord told you? What is it? Because see, that's what Eve was supposed to say when she showed up on the block is, hey, Adam, what did God tell you? And he said, well, he told me to take dominion over the earth and subdue the earth. And okay, let's make sure we're always doing that. But then Eve, we know the story, heard the lies of the serpent. And he was like, you ain't got to do what God say. Like, here's the thing. He really lied to her, really. He made her assume they didn't have dominion. Because to say, if you eat from this tree, you're going to have some level of power, meant that he had to give her doubt that they even had power.
Right.
That's the crazy thing.
Right.
They already had power. They already had dominion. But the devil showed up. Don't get me to preach it, because he's doing it in y'all's lives. He's showing up telling you that you don't have something that you already have. So now he's able to get you distracted or focused and going against the plan of God.
Right.
Because he's told you you didn't have something.
Right.
That was already there. And so, Jay, a lot of people, and I see you, West Cats, we coming. There are a lot of people, Jay, who are lonely because they do not understand God is present in their lives. They don't understand the presence of God, the fullness of God, what I can have in God. I am not alone. I am not uncovered. I am not unsupported.
Right.
I am not unprotected.
Right.
But if the devil tells you that on a daily basis, woman, you are unprotected, you're unloved. Son of God, you don't have love in your life. Nobody cares about you. Nobody's there for you. If they tell you that, now they have put you in a position to now try to get that, gain that.
Yeah.
Instead of knowing that God has already given you that.
Yep.
It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. I'm going to come back to it real quick because I don't want to miss y'all's question. I'm going to come back. Don't worry, y'all. Put a pin in it because I see a question in the chat. So West Cat says, I have a question, but I have to put it in the chat. It is past midnight over here. All right. We love your resiliency. I told y'all Netherlands be up for us, but
right.
But the question is from me for you. How to deal with a good friend that has a boyfriend you don't align with. So
there's a part 2.
Okay, it's a part 2. So I mean, her boyfriend is disrespectful towards her and her friends. So West Cats, let's talk about this, okay? Your friend decided to be with somebody that don't like y'all. Like, listen here. Yeah. Listen.
Yep.
Have I ever dealt with that? Absolutely. Yes, I've had those people. Y'all know when you get friends that don't like you, and they know their other friends don't like you. Y'all got to watch stuff like that. Y'all got to watch stuff like that. I need some of y'all to truly understand when somebody's dating to somebody or even married to somebody, they know that person don't like their family and their friends.
Right.
They know that.
Right.
But what y'all don't know is sometimes they be low key in the background talking about y'all. Because you got to understand, why does this person not like them? Like, not like you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
And I think that's the main question is the why behind it.
Yeah.
Why don't you like my friends? I when we were dating, I can't say that there was a group of friends that you had that I necessarily didn't like.
No.
However, if it was, I would tell you, watch out for this person. Look at what this person is doing. Or my spirit has discerned something about this person.
Right.
But from his comment, he's saying this person is disrespectful to her and her friends.
It's a lady. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
she says he's trying to flirt with me or other friends.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Right,
I
so
see
you
that
gotta
one.
read the whole thing.
I ain't read that part.
He just he's all
trying
over
to
the
flirt
place
with me or other friends.
Now, this somebody your friend then pulled into her life, so she out focused, right? She done brought in this somebody, just anybody, right? She's not intentionally dating correctly, right? So she's brought this instrument into y'all's life, this instrument that is not, and I say instrument of wickedness, somebody who's trying to flirt with y'all, trying to pull y'all in. He's unfaithful. He's all that stuff. Your friend knows these things, but for some reason, for a lack in her life or perceived lack in her life, she wants this person. This person is doing something for her.
Yeah.
Start there. What does this person do for her? Because I want y'all to understand, you're not going to talk people out of a relationship with somebody. You're just not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk them out of a relationship with somebody because they are there because of some benefit this person is giving them.
Right.
Now, what you can say to your friend is, by being around him, he's disrespecting us. Mm-hmm. We don't like the way that he is. But if this is who you want to be with, it's going to impact the level of time we're able to spend together or our friendship. You can absolutely say that.
Yeah. And even with that, I'm just thinking the flirtatious piece of it. You need to let your friend know. That hey, your boyfriend over here flirting with me. You know, it's nothing that you should hide or you should keep secret. But one thing I will say, especially during dating, a lot of times the signs happen while you're dating, and we choose to ignore them.
Right.
And then you get married, and you was like, well, why is this happening?
You married, so he's disrespecting you, flirting with you,
even that part,
Okay, you're gonna have to get away from you and your friend for a while. Y'all, these are the hard things in life. When I say these are the hard things in life, Jason, I have had to get rid of people because of their threat towards our marriage. Mm-hmm. Good friends that we absolutely love, but they became a threat towards our union. So with tears in my eyes, I had to send them on. We had to send them on with tears in our eyes. Y'all, your marriage is the main thing. That's the main thing. See, there's different rules for married folks. When you're in a marriage, this is your main union.
Yeah.
So anything that threatens the marriage gotta go.
Yeah.
It ain't even question. You got a friend that's trying to talk to you, who has a boyfriend trying to talk to you, and you a married woman. Both of them gotta go.
Yep.
Because she don't even understand the danger it's putting your marriage in. And I know y'all don't understand the devil working through some of y'all's friends. Your friend is introducing somebody in your life that's trying to flirt with you towards adultery. Mm-hmm. Your friend. Mm-hmm. See, y'all, I know y'all hang with these people because I known them since middle school. I known them since high school. Y'all don't even understand. Sometimes they are jealous of your marriage.
Right.
They are jealous of your marriage, and they will come in and they will destroy it through other people they will introduce in your life. Y'all got to watch out for the devil, and y'all got to set these people away. Y'all, I know y'all hate losing these friendships. I know we talk about it every other show. But the devil uses people as instruments of wickedness all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you have to be able to recognize it early. Don't that's one thing. I don't play around. Like I say, you play around fire, you're gonna get burnt. When you recognize it and you see it early,
see the smoke,
act on it and move on. Don't sit here and try to fix it yourself. Don't sit here and try to no, move on. And that's one thing, I guess. I can't remember who it was that can cut friends off like I can.
Latanya.
But yeah, Latanya. Yeah, me and Latanya, we can, we got scissors in our back pocket. So when we need to cut it, we'll cut it. But that's an important skill to have when it comes to situations like this.
Right.
Because too many times people will be blindsided and don't realize where it came from. Because you didn't cut it, but you entertained.
Right.
You entertained thinking that either you can handle it or it'll blow over, or I mean, you called it out. They flirting. So it's not like you can say, oh, he's just a nice person.
No, because even if she marry him, he's still gonna be like that. Y'all, I have had friends whose husbands flirted with me because they just disgusted. Let me tell you where that leads anyway. You got them inappropriate men that be flirting with women. They just flirt with they got a woman, they married. But women come in the room, they be like, oh, you look pretty. Yeah, they do in front of their wife because they stupid. I don't even have a better word for it.
Yeah.
Sitting here giving all of these compliments to another woman in front of your wife. That man is ignorant. So what happens, I'm going to tell you what ended up happening anyway. The lady started getting insecure. She got self-esteem issues now because my man always up in other women in front of me saying, oh, you amazing. Oh, yeah. Because there's some ignorant men that do that. They compliment other women in front of their wife. Don't do it, men. If you don't know better, you don't do that. You don't compliment another woman in front of your wife, because I'm telling you, these women, now you didn't cause some kind of division between the two women, because there are some women can't take that. They can't deal with that. Like, I am not insecure, but a lot of women cannot take you affirming, complimenting another woman. So that flirtatious man is literally giving her self-esteem issues.
Right.
I'm telling you. Y'all got,
and that's just rude.
It's rude and it's rude. Ignorant. And there's some men, I think, Jay, be trying to get a woman insecurity issues by doing that. Like, don't you like the way she do her hair? Ooh, that smell good, babe. You need to get that perfume. Oh man, I like that style she got. I have had ignorant men do that, and I'm sitting there looking like, sir, I am not flattered. This has nothing to do with me. You literally trying to get this lady some insecurity issues. They think you don't see the game.
Right.
And y'all, you got to just leave couples like that alone. You got to just be like, I don't know what they got going on over there, but let me back up, because that is ignorant. That is ignorant. Yes, Ron, it's trifling.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Efficient, I see you didn't came in the room. Y'all, Mr. Efficient, y'all give it up for Mr. Efficient.
I know he did an awesome job.
Awesome job at the conference. He was like, the guy on the red carpet. He was doing all the interviews, and we're gonna start putting out some of those interviews. But he was interviewing people at the conference, so we appreciate him and his wife for the work that they gave. And he, of course, was one of our sponsors. So I do want to stop and say hey to Mr. Efficient. So, y'all, going back now, and I hope we answered your questions, West Cat. Girl, get out of there. That's the short of it. Leave her and her man. I have had to leave friends and their man. And then when they broke up later, then she came back. Girl, he cheated on me. Really? Girl, bye. So
don't say.
Don't say y'all broke up. Yes, they gonna break up. And you can pick her pieces up later, 5 years from now when they break up, or leave them where they are. Renee said the man is probably insecure and just put his insecurity on his woman. Absolutely, Renee, absolutely. That man is insecure who typically does that. The woman he with is either better than him in some way, that she got more money, or she's more attractive, she got more friends or something. So what he does, since he ain't got nothing on her, he typically tries to up other women in front of her. Because she already winning, and she really truly is the prize. So he tried to knock her down like 10 pegs by upping other women in front of her. Yeah, Renee, I know they think we don't notice this. That's why I tell women, please do not date below. Just don't. I'm going to try to fix how I say it. Wonderful women, please do not date an insecure man. He will make you insecure when it's all over and done. He cannot stand to be, he say he love being next to you, but it give him insecurities, and he gonna start knocking you down in very subtle ways. I'm gonna just give y'all that for free tonight. You better get a man that is secure in who he is, because a secure man, He loves the fact that you are who you are.
Yeah.
He is not gonna knock you down. He don't even he's not gonna do it. It's just not in his nature.
Right.
Y'all got to pick up on this subtle stuff when you're dealing with these people. Before it's all over, you over there with low self-esteem. You feeling like you ain't nobody. It's
Right.
anyway.
So I just checked real quick with our producers. We had one person in the room. They left. I don't know if we were taking too long, but
I'm
if you were in
sorry.
the back
We knew.
room and you left, please come back. We'll definitely
Yeah.
want to get you in. So
We sorry. You know, we don't know until they text us. So we gonna
yeah.
act right now. They on here, they gonna text us. We got to get the system in place. So
Yep,
if
yep,
you was
yep.
in the back, go back in the back. They'll let us know that you're there.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring you in.
Yep, all good.
Back to what I was saying earlier, Jay, because it's so essential. It's not just dating, because this is a bigger conversation, to be honest with you. When the devil tells you you don't have something that the Lord can give you, or you already have, but you just have not recognized that you have it in your life, it literally will put you into situations that are devastating. I don't think people, Jay, really look at how deep it is to be off the path of God for your life. They don't realize. Sometimes they say I was just distracted or off course for a little bit, but they don't really know the impact of the loss they have.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a lot. I've talked to a few couples where they get off that beaten path. Next thing you know, you 3-5 years down the road and you're looking back at your life and saying, I lost all of this time doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to do. Number one, it wasn't God ordained. Two, I've gotten myself into certain situations, whether it's financially, whether you have made bad decisions, because you have gotten off of one, putting God first. Number one, let's just call it like it is. And then two, people chase things that aren't in the will of God.
Right.
Especially when it comes to relationships. You chase what you think you want a relationship to look like or be like, or what this person should look like or be like. And if it's not God's will, and he's shown you that it ain't gonna work,
because he
does.
They ignore it. Yeah.
And you ignore it and you continue to go after, you continue to chase, and it's when you hear these stories and you listen to certain people and you're like, what blinded you?
Right.
And they will some people will flat out say it. That's not what I didn't want to hear that at the time.
Right.
What God was telling me to do, I just didn't want to do it.
Right.
So now I'm stuck in something, or I'm having to pay the consequences of being disobedient or being hard-headed. And it's like it's just so much easier to listen to the Father.
It is. I think, Jay, it's pride. It's a little bit of pride. It's a little bit of embarrassment. I don't know what it is that people won't pivot. See, the Lord loves a repentant heart, and to repent means to turn away, right? So if I'm going down the wrong path, I clearly see it. And we see you, Melinda. Melinda talking about her son wouldn't let her be great.
Yes, I'm laughing.
All right, Melinda. So when you get back in there, they'll text us. We're gonna let you back in.
Right.
But Jay, I have had to pivot so many times in my life, and I'm not ashamed of saying that. I love the fact that he gave me, I tell my friends, I got the spirit of the pivot. I got an anointing on that pivot. I can do something and then decide and say, I think I'm going in the wrong direction. And then I leave. I leave. And people be looking at me crazy like, Tyra, you did all that work to start that or do that. Or I've had jobs. And I was like, ooh, 2 weeks in, these people like, I know, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what them people said in the interview. I already see this is wrong decision I made. And I quit. And, y'all, them used to make fun of me. They were like, Tyra be rolling out real fast. But it's because I'm okay with saying I have erred. I'm okay with saying, I think I done got into something or made a decision and I should not have did it. See, if you go back to the garden, Jay, this is what I feel should have happened and would have saved humanity so much. We still be in a garden butt naked eating fruit. If this had happened, if God, when he asked Adam, where are you? Because it wasn't that God did not know where Adam was physically. Right. Of course, God knows where Adam is.
Right.
He was more so asking him, where are you here? Where are you here? Like what you about to do now that you have sinned? So now that you have sinned and you have done something wrong against my will, this was Adam's first time to prove that he knew he had a relationship with the Father. To say, I know he's my Father and I love him.
Right.
To say, because I know he's my Father and I love him, I can ask for forgiveness for my wife and for myself. He could have just repented and said, Father, we have sinned.
Yep.
Me and Eve sinned. She sinned, and when she brought it to me, I sinned. He could have did that, but instead he said, that woman you gave me. Sound like some brothers that be talking that today. I'm this way because my wife got me acting up. She provoked me. Instead of saying, Father, forgive us because we sin. And he could have just asked God, can you restore us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Father, I was wrong, like a child repenting to their parent and trusting that they would get forgiveness. God could have gave him forgiveness. But instead, he did not repent. He did not say, Lord, restore me. How can we make this right? He kept going with that. And so a lot of us do that. We see we wrong. We do not go to the Father and say, I know God loves me. So if I turn away from this and get out of this, he going to catch me. He going to cover me. He going to get me. Because sometimes people say, I can't come out of this because I'm going to lose. It's going to be a struggle. Oh, I didn't spend so much money in this. You know me. I didn't spend money. Thousands of dollars doing something, starting something. And Jay laughing because he be like, babe,
yeah.
you don't even want to stay in there a little bit longer first because we done spent all this money. I'm like, Jay, I must leave.
Right. And so real quick, and we got somebody in the room waiting.
We do.
Yes, we do. So as we're talking about conversations that you should have, one question I think each person needs to ask: what is God saying to you?
Right.
What is God telling you?
Right.
Not from a weaponized position saying God is telling me that you need to do. No. What is God telling you about yourself?
About me.
What is God telling you about you?
Right.
That is a real conversation. And if the other person is saying, well, I ain't heard from God. God ain't said nothing to me. What's your relationship? What's your relationship like?
Right. Let's pause for a second.
So yeah,
we're gonna
let's
let Shanice and we'll come back. Shanice, our first live stream guest from the chat. Come on in the room. Hey girl, hey.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey. We can hear you too. Look at us. Hey Shanice.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
Where are you talking to us from?
Oh, from Harlem, of course.
Harlem.
All right.
All right, Harlem. What you got for us?
So when I was listening to the conversation, you mentioned leaving people behind. Oh, I'm sorry, the dog is trying to jump on me. You mentioned leaving people behind when you're a couple, that sometimes happens. So when my husband and I were dating, we actually met through his best friend. I was best friends with his best friend. So that's how we met. But it's like their marriage has so many problems and issues. When we got married, we just kind of stepped away from them. The problem is we're godparents to their child. So how do you walk away from a situation like that when there's a child involved? So we were trying to just be godparents to the child, but then we would always get drawn into their stuff. They had a lot going on without even getting into the specifics of their marriage. It was just a lot. And they were like the type of people who, they relied on you for a lot. Like they lost 2 children, really tragic. So we always tried to be there for them. So that was hard in itself because they lost 2 children. But at the same time, it also became a feeling where we felt used because everything was, woe is me, as it should be. But it was very draining, the friendship. And, he stepped out on the marriage. When they were dating, I saw something, but I didn't tell her because she wasn't leaving. And it wasn't my place. But I felt uncomfortable around. I told my husband that was his best friend. But we just walked away from them. So
right.
Thing is, I know how God feels about, and I don't even know if this is a covenant because, we went in the church before God to become her godparents. So how do we cut them off without well, our relationship with our godchild is already damaged because we don't
Yeah.
interact. So
Right.
Yeah, because that's
that's
their
the,
parents. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you gonna have to. And Jay, how many times we done been godparents? How many
I got a lot of god
how many ex
kids.
god kids
I
we
got
got?
I got a lot of
Listen,
god kids. And to be fair, we're not saying they're no longer our god kids. You know, that the door is always open.
when they
But just
grown and
due
they
to
want to connect, when they grown and want to connect, but them parents and y'all,
yeah,
sometimes people will make you the godparents to create this connection,
yeah,
right?
Right.
To create this tie to you. You know, I think, you know, and I'm not saying sometimes people don't want you to genuinely mentor and be in their child's life, but sometimes it's like to get some help. It's like, here's an extra couple that can do some babysitting, buy some stuff for this
right.
child, really help you parent. And that ain't what that's supposed to be honest.
And you know what?
This
Hit the nail right on the head, because we felt like the money bags, like, especially because it would be the guilt for like I said, they lost two children, one from an asthma attack and one had cerebral palsy. They both died
Mm.
at the age of 10. So we were
Oh
going
wow.
to the daughter. So when she was about to turn 10, they threw a big party because they had never had a child past the age of 10. My husband,
wow.
daughter from a previous relationship, and it was her birthday that weekend. So understandably, we said, well, maybe we'll try to make it after the party. She got mad at us, called us all types of names, and said, you knew how important this birthday was for me. You didn't come. So it's like, but this is our child's birthday. I'm sorry. It's
Right.
Right.
but this is what I mean. Like, it's like whatever was going on with us didn't matter. It's all about them. So that's why
Right.
and in fact, I still had a relationship with my goddaughter, but then my goddaughter sent me a text and I knew it wasn't from her because it didn't sound like her. I think her mom was in the back. She said, unless you make it right with my mom, you can't be my godmother. So I said,
Okay.
stick with your
Well,
mom.
I'm gonna go and counsel you and give you about 10 minutes of free counseling. Thank you, Shanice. I'm about to tell you right now. So I've been in that situation even with blood relatives. Y'all, I've been in that situation even with blood relatives where there was an attachment to a niece, right? And it was like I was their second mama.
Mm-hmm.
But then mama started tripping out. And I could clearly see this person just not close to the Lord. And sometimes you even want to be in that child's life because you see their parent not close to the Lord. And you be like, this child gonna need something. Y'all, you have to understand that God made those people their parents. He has a plan for that child. You pray, but you do not stay connected to people just because of a child, a God child. A lot of that God child stuff is a bunch of finessing. It's to finesse you into free babysitting, finessing you into free gifts, finessing you into so much foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, you know, we got 3 kids that ain't never asked nobody to be a god, nothing, because I don't even think so. I don't even think we did.
And right. I mean, our kids have godparents, but it wasn't
Not
that
in
wasn't
anything
in
where
that capacity.
not in the capacity of like, I really need y'all in this child's life to do all this stuff. When
Right.
I say it's pretty much a name only, it's like if I have to name their godparents, sure, but nothing where, hey, you need to come pick them up, you need to see them, you need to be at this birthday party, you need to do don't forget it's their birthday, don't forget it. We never do that to people because at the end of the day, this is our child. And we like the freedom of, if something going on with these people, I don't want my child grieving the detachment, y'all, because kids get attached, grown-ups fight, detach, and now the kids are like, what happened to auntie so-and-so or uncle so-and-so? Y'all, you got to be very careful, especially those of you who have children, of attaching them to so many adults, especially adults that you perceive are not close to the Lord, do not have God as the head of their life. These people that are not connected with God, they're going to be going through a bunch of stuff. And there are going to be times when God is going to tell you, disconnect from these people, come out from among them. But if you got children and they connected to the kids and everybody connected, But I have taught my children at a very young age, I don't care if it's family. When the enemy is using somebody as an instrument of wickedness in your life, you have to detach.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. And I don't care if we connected with the babies. I promise y'all, them children are resilient. They will move on.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, children need their parents.
Yeah.
And they're going to be attached to their parents, even if their parents are toxic. So, yes, I think that message came from your friend, and rightfully so. You don't want to be in a child's life and you and a mama don't even get along or like each other. That's awkward.
And, you know, and oh, by the way, thank you, Shanice,
Thank
too,
you,
for
Shanice.
coming in, giving us that example. But one thing when she was talking about how she got mad because the birthday party is about the child. I'm sorry, I have a whole different way I think about this is totally different. The birthday party is about the child. You're focusing on your child, you know, 10 years old, making it, and that's great. If don't nobody show up but you and daddy,
that's it.
To celebrate that child, you celebrate that child. And you know, I find offense if, you know, and it's one thing if I give you the cold shoulder and don't say anything and don't show up. Yeah, okay, rude. However, I'm telling you that we have something else going on for our child, but yet the selfishness comes in.
They're entitled. That's a very entitled couple.
Yeah, that's a very that just rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like as somebody no,
baby, I couldn't make it. We went there. Yeah. And none of y'all gonna die because at the end of the day, your child needs you at the parties. I've always told my children that. I said, if me and your daddy are there, me and your daddy taking care of you, me and your daddy giving you gifts. I said, anything from other people is just extra. Right. My children don't even expect anything from a bunch of people, but they do have the extra aunties and uncles in their life that are not blood related, that really do love them as family. But these are people that me and my husband chose. Like we vetted them. We were with them a long time. We saw their character. We around them long enough to know that these are people I wouldn't even mind my children being just alike. So y'all got to be careful.
Right.
If you are hanging with friends that you do not want your children being like.
Yeah.
Something wrong. If you are hanging around people that you would never want your children to model their lives after, why are they in your life? Why are those people around you? Why? Y'all, you and I get, Shanice, that you love the God baby, but the God baby gonna end up being her mama. The God baby is gonna pattern a lot of things after the people that raised her the most, the people that are around her the most. You know, with me being a former high school teacher, how many kids we used to have around us, right?
Yeah. Oh,
mentoring. I even had kids living with me, y'all. They're going through it with their parents. I've had students that I have actually had in my home because they were homeless. But at the end of the day, them people gonna go back to their parents. Right. They're gonna make up with their parents.
Right.
We've had teenage little cousins. We moved in with us. At the end of the day, those children were still patterned after their parents. Right. It wasn't nothing we could do to really change too much because those are their parents. Were we a point of light? Were we good examples? Did we show them kindness? Did we show them support? Yes. But at a point, especially when they're children, right, you can't go around the parents. Right. You can't go around them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope we answered that. That's a good one. That's a whole other show, actually. That's a show topic, baby.
That's
the God
we say we're
parent
gonna do
shakedown.
We're gonna do a segment on parenting, period.
Yeah. Oh, that's next season, y'all. You know, me and Jay gonna take a sabbatical real soon, but the Godparent shakedown is a real thing. Yeah. I don't really I'm not even quick to accept it anymore without asking people, what is your expectation of me if I'm a godparent to your child? Yeah, I learned. I learned when people would come to me, hey, I want you to mentor me. What's your expectation of a mentor?
Right.
Yeah, please start asking people when they try to throw these titles and roles on you. Even back to my married people. People want to be married to you. What is your expectation of the title you trying to give me? Because I didn't ask for it.
Right.
I didn't audition for it. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Fisher said, true, I don't accept it. I don't, because it's a shakedown. It's definitely finessing. Yeah. Y'all, it's finessing. I don't need to be, your baby got a whole mama. She don't need no other mama. She don't need no extra nothing. I'd be like, what's your expectation, baby? Because especially if you have children. I tell people, listen, I ain't supposed to be buying school clothes. that's a parental.
Not the school clothes.
That's a parental obligation, baby. Wear the birthday party. I send her something.
Right.
But you got people that literally want you to raise their children with them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a finesse. Like I've never seen it before. I decline these days. I tell them I'm too old to be anybody's godparent. You might want to find somebody young because I ain't watching nobody kids.
Right.
But
I'll say, well, we still got a few minutes left. So if anybody else still wants to come in and either, give us a testimony or give us an update on how the conference was for you, please hop on in. We would love to hear from you.
And Ron said it's being a sponsor. Ron, that's what it's all about sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even when people come up and say, I want you to be my mentor, I realize they want unlimited access sometimes to pull on you and get stuff from you. Y'all got to be led by the Lord for all of these relationships. I do not let people pick me no more. Thank you, Carolyn. Carolyn says she's loving the book so far. Carolyn was one of our wonderful sponsors, Carolyn Skincare. She's at Carolyn Med Spa. Y'all go over there and get your face tight. Yes. Get your face right.
Get your face tight.
Get it right. Get it tight. Carolyn, get your face right.
That's funny.
But y'all, Jason, relationships, the devil uses relationships in so many ways to distract people, to get them off the plan and course of God for their life. And I mean, every relationship, y'all really do think that people don't come through with these connections they trying to get with these kids. Y'all, my children understand y'all are connected to my friends because of their connection with me. So if there is ever a disconnect of me and my friend, that's the end of Auntie so-and-so. Because if I have to make a decision, it's not just because it's good for me, it's good for my children. It's good for my children.
Right.
So E. Young has a question. Can you elaborate on the need to sit down as a couple and identify God's desire for the relationship, step kids, extended family with friends, and professionally, so the wife can be a true help? E. Young, I need y'all to have these conversations, some real conversations. I think people get so romanticized in dating that they don't understand this is about to be a merger of lives. This is a partnership. This is, young. I say it like this: two businesses that been running, right? Yep. He got his business, he been running. I got my business, I've been running. Then we are considering merging the two, right? Because whatever's going on in this business is going to affect this one. And then if you having kids, that y'all talking about little franchises y'all gonna build with the new company name. We got to ask some real questions.
Right.
First of all, y'all, what are they doing over there at their business already? I think some of y'all don't even pay attention. There's a lot of truth you can find out by just studying how a person is living their own life.
Yeah.
Before you even came in there. What are their relationships with friends and family? How have they been operating? Y'all got to look at how are they operating?
Right.
Can you not tell a lot, Jay, just by simply seeing how a person's dealing with their family and friends and the connections, everything before you date them?
Absolutely.
Because they swear they being finessed, Jay. They finessed me while we was dating.
You don't pay attention. You don't pay attention. You go into relationship with blinders on, and you don't want to look at a lot of times what the truth is.
Right.
So many times you can be in public and you will see somebody in a store acting a certain way or treating a child a certain way, and you'll tell yourself, "I'd never be with anybody like that."
Right.
That couldn't be my wife.
Right.
But these people are showing you this while you're dating, and you refuse to acknowledge it, or you don't acknowledge it. So yeah, I love your analogy with the two businesses, because my Chick-fil-A is doing much better than your McDonald's. However, there's some
McDonald's.
Okay, your Taco Bell, and so
downgrade me even worse. I'm sorry, I speak with the other one.
But there are some things that my business may be in severe debt, and on the outside looking in, it looks good. But until you start asking those tough questions, what are your finances like? So to answer E. Young's question, especially when it comes to step kids, extended family, friends,
y'all better.
Professionally, you guys have heard our testimony when it comes to professionalism, and my aspirations and ambitions in yours, and how that almost tore apart our entire marriage.
Right.
Because we both sit up here trying to chase success in the bad.
Right.
And we didn't have a clear understanding of what God wanted for us as husband and wife and as parents.
Right. I didn't even know. Jason was like, I didn't even expect you to professionally work and technically take care of the family. I wasn't even counting your income.
Right.
And I'm like, I wish you had told me that I've been up on these jobs. Now, because I'm telling y'all, that conversation didn't even come till we talking about 10, 15 years into the marriage, where I'm like, I have had to sacrifice my career and blah. And he's like, babe, this is more important. It's our home life and my relationship with you than any money you ever bring up in here and any career you have. I did not expect my wife to be prioritizing a career.
Right.
And I'm like, dog, this is a conversation two very ambitious people should have had.
Yeah.
Because I'm ambitious, sir. So now I got to redirect my thinking. Is this man want a family-oriented woman? Not that saying that's a bad thing, because I really had to find out, like, I didn't want to work as hard as I was working and hustling like I was hustling. But I had watched, my mother say, you need to have your own money. You need to do all this. So I'm going on an old script that didn't even fit the marriage I'm in.
Yeah.
Because my husband was like, you're really trying to do a lot like you ain't got a man. Like, you're really trying to be super ambitious like you don't have a husband. And I had a husband, but I'm acting like a single woman, because I'm really kind of raised mostly by a single woman. So I didn't even realize I'm sabotaging something and not really leaning into the marriage I've been blessed with by a husband that said, darling, I will come up, I will provide, I will do all that. You didn't have a problem with me, of course, having a career, being ambitious, but you said when it comes to the point of it is in front of the family, it's in front of our marriage.
Yep.
Like, no.
I remember when we had a conversation about you going into becoming an assistant principal and then eventually a principal, and what that would look like.
Yeah, terrible.
And granted, it's our jobs a lot of times as spouses to peel back the layers of the onion, because the promotion looks good, the money looks good, but what comes underneath that?
Right. Whatever.
And so, and I was like, so Tara, you gotta do extracurricular activities. You gotta do basketball games. You gotta do football games. You gotta do stuff. Oh, what happens on the weekends when there's stuff going on at the school on the weekend? Oh, you got to get pulled from the family to do that. What is and I think by me exhausting, and then not doing it on purpose, but by me exhausting you just to think about things, like you was you know what? Never mind. I don't know if I really want to do that.
I did, and I thank the Lord God, Jehovah in heaven. Glory to God. I ain't nobody principal today. I thank the Lord. And at the time, though, I was laser focused. Like, yes, that's the role. I'm about to be a principal. I was with a lot of people in leadership. It was a done deal. And Lord diverted that sucker and given me something so much grander, so much greater. And I didn't lose my family along the way.
Right.
I didn't lose my marriage. I didn't lose my children. So I have a career, but not one that is exhausting me and causing me to sacrifice what I really wanted, is to be a wife and a mother. That was the biggest dream, is family. But I also didn't want to be poor. So I was trying to find jobs that I could get money. But God was saying, seek ye first my kingdom and righteousness. I'll add that other stuff. And Young, I want you to understand, you don't have to do a lot of compromising. There's a woman of God that God has for you. A lot of times we are trying to make people work outside of their natural pattern and value system. If you're dealing with a woman that you got to keep kind of reiterating stuff, that means that's not in her value system. She doesn't have those characteristics or traits. And if you feel like you're pulling teeth, that's a problem, because a lot of the values we had were aligned. Like, even though I didn't receive the education about finances, I wanted good finances.
Right.
So even though my family trained me wrong, I was very open to what you were saying about budgeting and financing. And we had the same goal. I said, listen, I don't like to be in debt. I want my money right. I want my money tight. I want things right. So we don't have to do a lot of compromising for a man or woman of God that y'all share the same values, y'all. Y'all are dating people that do not share your
It's not- yeah.
values. So it's a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
That stepdad, stepmom stuff, y'all, that's a conversation.
Blended family.
You better sit down 5 times
Mhm.
and go to
Mhm.
counseling before y'all
Mhm.
merge these families with these children, because the marriage is supposed to be first. The marriage is supposed to be first. Let me say this. The marriage is supposed to be first. However, them children are there, and there is a relationship and a loyalty. Those children did not ask to be in these half step, none of this.
Right.
So psychologically, that marriage is only going to be as successful as those children are comfortable. Yes, biblically, the marriage is first. But if y'all do not merge those kids in a healthy, successful way and have conversations with those kids involved, they're going to run y'all through it.
Yep.
They're going to cause problems. I've had to counsel so many blended families because nobody talked to those kids. 2 people just fell in love, saw each other, and then say, everybody move in together. This your new mama, this your new daddy. Y'all, respect the fact that these children got a brain. And they're sitting up here like, okay, you're not with my mama no more. You're not with my daddy no more. He a new person. And you telling me all of a sudden they in authority over me. They get to tell me what to do. And I'm supposed to love and respect them just because you fell in love with them.
Mhm.
Y'all need a conversation with these babies. You need to explain some things. Yes, you're going to have rules in the house, but that new stepmama or stepdaddy has to build a relationship built on love and trust with that child first. You got them running in, being mean, being extra cold and hard to that child is going to resent them and resent you for doing that.
Mhm.
So we really gotta that's a whole nother show too. Y'all bring about 15 show topics.
Yeah.
But crucial conversations. That's
Yep.
a crucial
Yep.
conversation when it comes to marriage and family. A lot of people just did not have conversations.
Right.
They just tried to merge families, try to bring people in, get married, and then those conversations they didn't have wrecked the
Yeah.
marriage. It didn't.
And one thing, and I know we got to close, but one thing too, when you're having those conversations, take your pre-designed expectations out of it.
Right.
So many times we go into relationships already thinking the other person should be a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
or this is the cookie cutter model that the wife is supposed to fit into, the husband is supposed.
Right.
Life isn't like that.
No.
Life doesn't work like that. And we both had to come to the realization of everything that we're creating is new.
Right.
Regardless of what people are saying, hey, this was my experience. Hey, this was my experience. You are creating your own path. But if you're doing it God's way and he's leading you through whatever path that you're going through, you will be fine. You will be okay. But it's when we sit up here and try to be God, when we sit up here and we try to make decisions and things on our own and what we think it should look like or be like, that's when we start falling into all these issues.
You're absolutely right. And Jason, it's sad because we're not dating the people that's in front of us. We're dating our images and expectations.
Oh, right. Oh, absolutely.
We will not see the person that is in front of us and say, let me just look at who they are, not what I want them to be and what I'm hoping to be. This is who this person is.
Yeah.
And I need to make a decision and say, as they are, can I work with them?
Yep.
Can I have grace for them? Can I love them? Because as they are, this is who they're going to be, y'all. For a minute. This is who they've been groomed to be, raised to be. This is who they have become. Can people change? Yes. Can they grow? Yes. But if your expectation is that growth happens right now in order for you to be happy, you're going to be waiting a long time. Yep. So you all, I think the best thing is to have the conversation. And y'all, please stop having sex with these people. I'm going to say it one more time. Because when you having sex with these folks, now you are blinded.
Your judgment is very cloudy.
Yeah, you drunk. Drunk in love. What Beyonce say? Y'all having sex and now y'all drunk in love. And so drunk people are impaired. Their vision is impaired. Everything that they're doing, their hearing is impaired. So somebody could be doing all the stuff they doing. You can't see it because you had sex with them. And so now you got married, but you got married drunk.
Yep. And what make you drunk?
The sex, spirits. And so now I'm drunk. I got married. Now I'm sober.
And you can see.
I can see clearly now. Yeah. So now y'all is happening every day. Y'all have sex with these people. You're getting drunk.
Yeah.
Then you're marrying them, and now you're sober. Now
Yeah.
you say, oh
Yeah,
God,
I can see clearly. And
we ain't got
what
nothing
did I
in
get
common.
myself into?
We have nothing in common.
Yeah.
We do not share the same values.
Mm-hmm.
They really ain't got no job. I thought they was an artist. No, they just really don't want to work. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the type of stuff.
Right.
Some of y'all in them pandemic marriages because it was a hard time for the country.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all married some folks. It's a lot of folks got married during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, it's getting real now.
And
I saw an article the other day. It said pandemic babies starting kindergarten.
Yeah, but we had a lot of pandemic marriages,
Yeah.
and people were scared. They were alone,
Mm-hmm.
and they brought folk in, and now they sober now
Mm-hmm.
because we about 3-4 years out, and now they saying, "Oh God." So this is where we go back to repent, meaning to turn away. You know, you made some bad COVID covenants. Come on, Ron. A lot of people did make some COVID covenants, y'all. Y'all have no idea the amount of marriages that happened from people meeting folk during the pandemic online.
Mm-hmm.
They was by themselves. They was at home. They was scared. They was grieving. They was sad. Lots of stuff going on. And they married a bunch of folks, Jay.
Yeah.
And now they are sober. And they're like, OMG, who did I marry? They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. And now they're like, I need to get out of here, and I don't know how, or maybe I need to work on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But no, that was a statistic as to why there are so many homeless animals right now. Because they said during the pandemic, people got dogs and emotional pets because they were lonely, and now when things got back to normal, they couldn't devote the time, or they just really didn't like the animal anymore, and they got rid of it.
So our next session gonna be called pandemic pet relationship because they want to get rid of these
think
folks
about
now
because
they don't need the emotional support they don't need it. We got a pandemic pet, but we kept them. We kept our baby Levi, but a lot of people, Jay, they doing it relationship. It wasn't just the pets,
right?
They brought these folks in
exactly
as emotional support.
Yep.
And now they trying to get out of these marriages, and they stuck.
Yeah, they stuck. Yeah,
but
you can't get rid of a wife or a husband as easy as you can a dog or take them down to the adoption center.
I mean, you can.
No, you can't. No.
Right, he just need a place to live, or she need a place to live, because they was bringing in everybody in these. Anyway, so that's like Melinda said, great topics for next season. We're going to talk about a couple of these things because, Jason, these are actually real situations. I'm dealing with a lot of divorces of people who married in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And they did not vet these people. They were alone. They started having sex with these people. They married them drunk. Mm-hmm. Is that the next topic? Drunk marriages?
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. We'll work on it. Because if y'all marry intoxicated, one day you're gonna sober up, right? You're gonna have to look at that person that you brought in. You brought in an entire fool. Mm-hmm. And now your life is struggling. You're struggling with them, and now you're trying to figure out how do you exit without them acting a fool on you. Next season. So, if you need counseling. If you need counseling, please go to GodandTherapyCounseling.com or TiredBody.com. We love to hear y'all's feedback on so email us at info@TiredBody.com. Jay, anything else you got to say tonight?
No. If you have, and you see people talking about the book in the chat. So for those that joined a little bit later, definitely can pick the book up. You want to grab the book, Tara, and go to GodandTherapy.com. Our new book that we wrote. Marriage Rooted in Love.
Y'all, this is such a curriculum. I need y'all to understand. This is God's definition of marriage out of 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And we really broke down each part of that definition into a chapter. I wrote a chapter, then Jay wrote it. We just went back and forth. But then even after our writing, we gave you practical steps on how to implement this in your marriage. And we put a prayer at the end of each one, because we really want you, especially our single people, consider what marriage is and what you're going to have to do. We want you to read this because I really need you to understand, are you equipped to do this? Mm-hmm. I need you to read this because you need to, y'all know how you was in school and you have to get a degree to take a job. So let me tell you real quick. When I went to school, my first college major was an econ major because I really liked the stock market in my senior year of high school. I had a great teacher. I took that econ class, and first of all, I couldn't understand nothing the professor was saying. no
oh yeah,
problem with
oh
the
yeah.
foreigners, but I ain't understand nothing he was saying. And then I realized I don't want to be an economist. I didn't really want to deal with that.
Macroeconomics. Yeah.
So being in the first class, I read it and then I said, new career. I want to do it because I understood what it would take and I wasn't interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I was pre-law and then I took con law in college and I took that constitutional law class and I saw them cases I had to read. And I said, oh, I don't want to be a lawyer either. New class. Y'all, sometimes some of y'all need to read. Because you real idolizing marriage and feel like that's for you. I need you to consider the work and the effort that it's going to take to be in a sustainable marriage and how you're going to have to serve your spouse and how you're going to have to love them in the ministry of marriage and say, can I do what the word of God says in a marriage when I'm loving somebody? Can I do it or not? And if you can't, say, God, equip me, prune me, get me ready. Because when some of y'all read this, you might say, I got some work to do. I lack patience. I lack self-control. I like some of this stuff. And God, work it out in me over this next year or so, because when you have it, you ready. Yes, Sherry, insurance is accepted in certain insurances in certain states. So look on the website and I have it listed there. Pretty soon I'm going to be insured in Atlanta, y'all, and well, in Georgia. That's going to be my next state, y'all. But I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all going to see it on the website. So check it out. But that's it for tonight. Y'all gave us some good stuff. Thank you again, Shanice, for braving the stream live and coming in.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. So it has been Jason and Tara Boddie for
God in Therapy.
Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night.